Hi guys, this is Taylor and today I have a mini book haul for you. I tend to really enjoy themed book hauls, so things that are all from the same place or from the same experience. I like to just group them together and make them their own separate thing. So even though I have other books to haul, like a lot of other books, this is going to be its own separate thing. So you might know a couple of weeks ago I went to Boston and I basically ended up doing like a bookshop crawl across the city. I made a little vlog of the weekend which I will link in the cards and also probably reuse some of the footage of. So we ended up going to 4 bookshops total. One was not featured in the vlog because it was a privately owned antiquarian bookshop and we were not allowed to document it in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of a weird story, but my point is that I bought books at 2 of these 4 places, and the first book that I want to talk about came from Commonwealth Books. Commonwealth was really tiny and cramped, but in like a cozy way, and they had stacks of books overflowing onto the floor, so it basically reminded me of home. They also sell art prints and I think like rare lithographs, so that was pretty cool. The book that I picked up from Commonwealth was Some Prefer Nettles by Junichiro Tanizaki. This is the first Tanizaki that I have picked up, and it seems to be where a number of people have started with him as an author. Unfortunately, the consensus seems to be kind of blah about this novel in particular, but I'm still excited to pick this up and see what I think of it because Lord knows I've had my fair share of dissenting opinions. This is a novel that was originally published in the 1920s and is about a marriage that is on the verge of failing. Our main character's father-in-law senses that the marriage might be falling apart and attempts to reunite the couple through the appreciation of traditional Japanese puppetry, I think. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but this is what I was told. And it seems like this is also a novel that explores the pressures between Eastern and Western cultures, especially in Japan during this era. My next 3 books all came from Bridal Bookshop, and this is the place that really did me in. Bridal was a lot bigger, it had a lot more selection, the books were even double stacked on the shelves, and it also had this outdoor section with real bargain books, like down to $1. The first book I picked up from Bridal was Delicate Edible Birds by Lauren Groff, and I picked this up explicitly on the recommendation of Sabrina from Unmanaged Mischief. This is her favorite short story collection. She says that each and every story in this collection checks off all the boxes for exactly what she is looking for in a short story. And that description really interested me because I too have yet to find my one true short story collection where I just vibe with each and every story. There have been some George Saunders collections that have come very close, but I'm just really hyped to see what I think of this. Next from Bridal, I was very lucky to find a copy of Island by Aldous Huxley. Huxley is the author of Brave New World, and from what I understand about Island, this is supposed to be his utopian novel as opposed to a dystopian novel. The island here is named Pala, and it has apparently been the site of a great social experiment that has basically made it paradise on earth. I've wanted to read this ever since I read Brave New World in high school because Brave New World is my favorite of the big dystopian novels, so I'm of course interested to see what a Huxley utopia looks like. The last book from Bridal, and unfortunately the last book in this haul, is The State of Affairs by Esther Perel. This came out last fall and it is nonfiction that explores why exactly infidelity is still one of the biggest stumbling blocks in modern relationships, and whether or not that's really just a product of socialization. I think this takes a look at the historical implications of infidelity and combines that with real case studies and interviews with couples in order to really re-examine the entire nature of affairs. When I first started college, my concentration was actually like relationship structures, so this is automatically something that interests me, and a lot of the blurbs on the back say that it is addictively readable, so I have high hopes for this. So that is everything that I got from my bookshop crawl. It is only 4 books, but I still had to mail some of my belongings home because it felt like my duffel bag had bricks in it. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know any and all of your opinions on these books, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!